Deuteronomy chapter 24, Holman Christian Standard Bible. If a man marries a woman, but she becomes displeasing to him because he can find something improper about her, he may write her a divorce certificate, hand it to her, and send her away from his house. If after leaving his house she goes and becomes another man's wife, and the second man hates her, writes her a divorce certificate, hands it to her, and sends her away from his house, or if he dies, the first husband who sent her away may not marry her again after she has been defiled, because this would be detestable to the Lord. You must not bring guilt on the land that the Lord your God is giving you as an inheritance. When a man takes a bride, he must not go out with the army or be liable for any duty. He is free to stay at home for 1 year so that you can bring joy to the wife he is married. Do not take a pair of millstones or an upper millstone as a security for a debt, because it is like taking life as a security. If a man discovers kidnapping one of his Israelite brothers, whether he treats him as a slave or sells him, the kidnapper must die. You must purge evil from you. Be careful in the case of infectious skin disease, following carefully everything the Levitical priest instructs you to do. Be careful to do as I have commanded them. Remember, what the Lord your God did to Miriam on the journey after you left Egypt. When you make a loan to any kind of a neighbor, or to any kind of your, if you when you make a loan of any kind to your neighbor, do not enter his house to collect what he offers as security. You must stand outside while the man you are making the loan to brings the security out to you. If he's a poor man, you must not sleep in the garment he has given you as security. Be sure to return it to him at sunset. Then he will sleep in it and bless you, and this will be counted as righteousness to you before the Lord your God. Do not oppress a hired hand who is poor and needy, whether one of your brothers or one of your foreigners residing within a town in your land. You are to pay him his wages each day before the sun sets, because he is poor and depends on them. Otherwise, he will cry out to the Lord against you, and you will be held guilty. Fathers are not to be put to death for their children, or their children for their fathers. Each person must be put to death for his own sin. Do not deny justice to a foreigner or a fatherless child, and do not take a widow's garment as security. Remember that you were a slave in Egypt, and the Lord your God redeemed you from there. Therefore, I am commanding you to do this. When you reap the harvest in your field, when you you forget a sheaf in the field, do not go back to get it. It is to be left for the foreigner, the fatherless, and the widow, so that the Lord your God may bless you in all the work of your hands. When you knock down the fruit from your olive tree, you must not go over to the branches again. What remains will be for the foreigner, the fatherless, and the widow. When you gather the grapes of your vineyard, you must not glean what is left. What remains will be for the foreigner, the fatherless, and the widow. Remember that you were a slave in the land of Egypt. Therefore, I'm commanding you to do this.